out in the first several days of practice?
Just, they've been very businesslike, just their demeanor and how they approached it every day. So we started last Tuesday as far as camp. We didn't get on the field until Thursday, but just a lot of meetings Tuesday, kind of camp mode Tuesday, Wednesday, and then transition to the field on Thursday. So and so we've been rocking and rolling, getting through the acclimatization period. Today was the first day of full pads and first day of some live work where we were able to get our first full tackling. So a little short yards and goal line, but I was telling them yesterday in practice that the biggest thing I would say is they've just been businesslike. They've just been about their business. There's been a lot of great energy. The guys have competed the way we need them to compete. They're just practicing the right way. That's been the most encouraging thing as far as the type of habits that we need to have in practice. Just hadn't been a lot of bull crap going on. I mean, it's just been a very focused group. We need to continue that.
Saw there were some of those younger offensive linemen in yellow today. Any serious injuries?
No. Just again, been going a week and just a couple of guys a little banged up here. There, but nothing serious. Only serious injury we've had is Jarvis Green. He's going to probably be out most of the year, so we had to do surgery on his foot. So he'll have a chance to come back at the end of the season. I hate that for him. I really do. But that's the only serious injury we've had. Other ones are short-term type things.
Got to talk to Ian the other day. This may be a stupid question, but with his length and his jumping ability, have you thought much about using him blocking kicks?
Absolutely, yeah, sure have. Just haven't done it yet, but we'll get to it. When we get in there with some of that stuff. Yeah, he's definitely a guy that you can see in a role like that. Also, talked about maybe end of game type stuff. We have certain packages we've always done. We haven't always gotten in those situations, but like last play type stuff where it's on your feet are on the goal line, and he'll be a guy that we probably talk about for that situation as well.
What are the early returns on him? Just your observations of him.
Yeah, I mean we're just getting going with him, trying to really just kind of force the issue. We've got 2 weeks now that we're in pads. Really need to force the issue with him because we really couldn't take another step till we could get the physical part. So now that we're in pads, we're trying to just force more reps his way so we can just bring him as far along as we can, because we got 2 weeks, and you start school in 2 weeks, you really only rep 2 groups. So we've got a lot to get done these next 2 weeks. He needs all the reps he can get. Actually had a big catch today. Guy hanging all over him and made a great play. It was fun to see that. The team got all excited. So we're just chase him all around the field. He's just got a lot to learn. It's fast. He knows what to do, but it happens really, really fast. When you get on the field. But proud of him. He's doing the work and learning how we got to get him low, playing with leverage, and some things like that. So some sled work, some shoot work. He's doing great, showing up and doing the work. It's a good room, but we're just trying to find out again what his role can be and how far we can get before we start game planning. Once you get into the season, then you start to package stuff. And so far so good.
What is Khalil Barnes' injury, and how long do you expect him to?
Short term, just short term.
Plus Peter wasn't out there today.
Sick. Yeah, he tried to go, but he just said we just didn't want him around anybody. He was sick as a dog. He was sick this morning and just got worse as the day went. So they just didn't want him around anybody.
What's different about Drury Meadows than Outback out here?
There's a lot different. It's not perfect. This is perfect. That's not. It's just kind of it's just kind of a mental challenge too. It really wasn't that hot for whatever reason. It's been Club Med around here for hot as crap all summer, and then all of a sudden it's crazy. We've had 2 complete washout rain days, and then when we have been outside, it's been cool. It hasn't really been hot yet, so I'm hoping that'll change a little bit. But hey, I always tell them you got to have a little favor along the way, and they've already had some to this point because it really hasn't been too taxing from just a heat standpoint. But it's just, it's just a different environment, a little more of a mental challenge, I think, because again, it's, everything over here is so nice and so perfect, and that's the opposite of that. Although it looks pretty good over there, it's probably the best it's ever been. So just kind of changing, and this is kind of when we flip camp, so the first week, it's an afternoon type of deal, and it's really, because we kind of got to go around. There's some finals that have been going on. Believe it or not, we actually go to school, and so there's been some finals that we've had to deal with. So we kind of structure it that way. Tomorrow will be meetings only, so we're trying not to go more than 3 days in a row as far as on our legs. And so tomorrow is, so at least every fourth day we get a day off, and that's pretty standard. Kind of mimicking the NFL, honestly. And so tomorrow we'll meet in the morning, and then tomorrow around lunchtime we'll go spend the afternoon. We'll have a little team outing day. Come back tomorrow night, have meetings, and then we'll have our first double day on Friday. We flip camp, so camp on Friday flips to the morning. So we'll have a true kind of double day on Friday, and then we'll have our first preseason game on Saturday. We get 2 preseason games, and the first one's on Saturday. So, that's what the first part of camp is all about. It's building toward that game, that scrimmage, getting them ready situationally. You have ACC refs coming in here, coaches, everybody. We get 2 opportunities to really get ourselves ready. So, we've got a few more things. We'll get into some 2-minute on Friday. We'll get into some 2nd and long, play 3rd down. But we've done a lot of situational stuff to this point, offense, defense, and special teams. So just getting them ready for the scrimmage, and then we'll see where we are and go from there. I think that's always the case. You have a good plan of what you want to do, but that first scrimmage usually kind of dictates where you are, and then, do we stay the course on what we've got planned, or do we need to tweak a few things?
What have you learned about backup corner so far?
Guys are all better. I mean, I think they're really improving. Strozier and Gipp in particular, really proud of both of those guys. 2 guys that we need. We need to get Jay Lou back. He's been down a few days, but hopefully we'll get him back. Hopefully first of next week he'll be back rolling. But we feel really good about Jay Lou and Ashton and AB. But I tell you, Strozier and Gipp have really come on. Proud of them. We've worked Shelton. Shelton's gotten some good work at corner. We've worked Tink a little bit. So we're trying to just develop as much depth for the season as we can. But Strozier and Gipp have done a nice job for us. And I'm gonna tell you, little Miles Oliver, he's not as he's played he's been here for 5 years. I don't think he's played down hardly. This kid has had more injuries, and honestly, I think he's still got 3 years left of eligibility because he's had red shirt and he's had medical. I mean, he's had about everything. But I tell you, he flashes, and he reminds you okay, well, that's why we recruited that guy. He just hasn't had any luck as far as being available for a season, and so I hope that if he can really stay out there for the year, he's getting better. He just flashes, he catches your eyes. And then we got a kid named Michael Mankaka who's been around here a little bit that is a really good depth guy for us too. So it's been a solid group to this point.
What have you continued to see out of this freshman class of offensive linemen? What's that next step for them?
Well, we got to get 2 of them back. We got to get Braden and Easton. We're down today, but hopefully we get them back soon. But it's a good group. I mean, I'm gonna tell you, the kid that nobody talks about is Gavin Blanchard. He was kind of like a lost guy in this class. That's a good football player right there. He's a dirtbag. He is a really good football player. He's a smart football player. He's just one of those guys that plays better than his attributes, I guess is the best way I could say that. He's worked some center, he's worked guard, he's just a smart kid, but he is tough strong hands, really good leverage football player. So again, everybody talks about Easton and Braden, and as they should, and Rowan. You know, Byrne is coming in there. We've got Watson Young back, but this little Gavin Blanchard now, he's a really good addition for us. I'm glad we got him. The kind of guy that we got in on a little late. I'm really glad we got him. I think he got a chance to be a good football player if he'll stick with it.
Jaheim Lawson got to play a bunch last season, had a really good spring game. Have you seen him kind of take that next step forward?
Probably one of the most pleasing guys in camp. Jaheim has since the day he got here, he's always lacked something. When he got here, he was 210 pounds, he lacked size. And so he's been a work in progress. Then, you know, he lacked experience. And then honestly, he lacked a little bit of maturity too. And now he really don't lack anything. He's 261 pounds and he is strong. He's always been a strong-handed kid, like a really, I think it's just something in the loss of DNA, because Shaq was the same way, but he's a really heavy-handed kid, football player. But now he's got the power behind it with his he's 260 pounds. He's not 220, he's not 215. And I mean, he is a long-arm kid that can really create havoc. And he's always had a great motor. That's honestly one of the main reasons we signed him, is because I watched him his whole life, and he's a high motor kid. He's a high energy kid. But he's been a developmental guy, and he really has. He's got 2 years left. But I would put him at the top as far as most pleasing guys in camp to this point. Jaheim, I'm really encouraged with him.
Be able to set the edge like Shaq?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. He can now. You know, I mean, again, he's a grown man now. Now he's got maturity, he's got the experience, he's got the knowledge, and now he's got the size. And he's a strong physical kid. He's always had the motor. He's always had the toughness. He's always had that. So this is the most complete he's been since he came to Clemson. And you know what? That's the way it should be. He's a redshirt junior, and it's time for him to be the best version of himself. And he has been. I'm really pleased with him. You know, Deke Creighton, Kobe, McLeod, a couple other guys that just have jumped out, you know, in flashing. That's been really encouraging to see. Mayo, Harry Mayo. I mean, man, he looks totally different guy from what he looked like when he got here. It's just there's a lot of guys out there that are flashing on both sides, but Jaheim has been incredibly consistent and just doing the work.
Dabo, Jaheim, you've watched him grow up because he's been a friend of Clay's. What's that mean to you to see him kind of come through this progression, not just as a football player, but as a guy you've watched grow up?
Yeah, I'm proud of him. Yeah, kids, they always call him Jaheim Swinney. You know, they kid with it because, you know, I have known him his whole life. He and Clay grew up together, played all the sports together, football, basketball, stayed at my house a lot growing up. Obviously, his brother, known Rolitha, his mom for forever. I mean, a great family. But, you know, Jaheim, he had a lot to live up to. You know, it's a big name. You know, Shaq Lawson, that's big shadow, big footsteps that he's had to follow up behind. You know, and he lost his father, so you know he had a lot of things that he had to, you know, grow through as a young kid, and you know he had to do a little more work than Shaq. You know, it was a little more natural for Shaq. You know, was just naturally bigger and things like that, and you know Jaheim was kind of thinking he was all basketball forever, and then he realized that I probably better get my hand in the dirt. And then he was going to be a receiver. You know, there was a point he wanted to play wide out and all that stuff. And I'm like, Jaheim, get your hand in the dirt and let's get better. Let's go to work. And it took him a little longer to figure that stuff out. But, you know, he's in the same spot right now, though. I mean, he is a really good football player as a redshirt junior. And if he just keeps going, he's going to be very productive for us.
With Jarvis out, how do you size up the pecking order behind Adam Randall right now, running back?
Yeah, I mean it's Adam and Easy and Gid and Keith. We got 4 really good dudes, right? And Jay's coming. You know, Jay is every day, you know, one step closer to getting fully released. So we got those 5 guys, and then we'll get Strecco back as well. Strecco should be back in a few weeks. He'll probably for sure be out that first game, but he'll be back in a few weeks. Should be right around the first game where he probably is getting close, or maybe the second. From a depth standpoint, so he's missed camp. I mean, I say it for Jarvis because he was in position to compete, but we'll see how it goes. He might be a guy we could get a medical on him, and a couple years from now we'll maybe looking up going, man, it was a blessing, right? So we just have to take it as it comes. You hate it, but that's the game, and I know he'll do everything he needs to get back. And again, we'll see how it goes, and if he's available to play at the end of the season, fine. If we feel like we're in a good spot and we want to completely hold him, then he could qualify for a medical and get this year back. So we'll just have to see. Just have to see how it all goes. But as far as those guys, CJ's doing a nice job. Adam's setting the tone for us. There ain't no doubt about that. He's the tone setter, unquestioned leader. Just really proud of him. He looks like a running back. He's worked his tail off in the spring and summer to put himself in the position. Again, he's just I think if same thing, like Jaheim, if he's available, he's going to be a very productive player for us. And then you got Easy and Gid, man. Those 2 kids and then Keith. They're all different, and they all bring something. So I think all those guys will have an opportunity to help us, and we'll see how it shakes out.
How's Ronan Hannafin progressing, and what's a realistic role for him this year in terms of usage?
Really good. Compete to be a starter. That's a very realistic goal for him. He looks like a DB. He's moving like a DB. He's had a very good start to camp. He's getting a ton of reps, especially with Khalil being out for a little while. He's gotten a ton of work. But I'm really pleased with that safety group. But Ronan he's had a couple picks. He's just playing with a lot more confidence and just really a much smoother operator back there. Really understands what he's doing more, and he usually shines when you put the pads on. You start tackling people. He usually shines in those moments. So we're gonna need him. He's got to come through for us.
A year ago, you opened with an elite SEC defense, something similar again this year. The offense struggled in that game 1. Do you do anything different this camp? Do you do anything different in these scrimmages to maybe make sure the offense can get past that? Was that just to play one of the best defenses?
Well, it starts with like doing little things. Like don't jump offside when we hit the first big play of the game. That's a momentum killer. We get another big play and we got 2 guys lined up on the line. We got a guy covered up, right? So let's just start right there. Let's just do the little things right. Just make the routine plays. Nothing. Just do the little stuff. Line up right. Make the routine plays. 6-0. It wasn't like there was offensive fireworks the first half for anybody. 6-0. And then come out in the third quarter. You got to tackle people and be where you're supposed to be. So got to play 4 quarters. Didn't do that last year.
You've talked about expectations for this year's team and how you've had a lot of great teams in your coaching career, right? But where do they stack up against the greatest coaching career you've had with the Orange Crush baseball team, right?
Lando, I just recognized you. Freaking Lando. That's my pitcher. That's my ace pitcher right there. That's Lando. That's Landon Harbin right there, in case y'all don't know. Orange Crush. We won our last 5 tournaments in a row, Landon.
That's what I'm saying. You got to compete with that.
Yeah, these guys got a lot of work to compete with the Orange Crush right now. Although it did win us a national championship, particular call. But yeah, man, good to see you, Lando. Are you in the media now?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. For real, this is my pitcher.
With Tristan, back in the spring, as good as he was, I think I remember you saying like there were still some things that were still a little slow for him just because he hadn't mastered the offense, and he had a ways to go in the off season. What have you seen from him so far with his sort of, I I guess, grasp of everything.
Just the next step. I mean, just as you would hope. I mean, he's better now than he was in the spring, and he was good in the spring. But just a little more polished, a little more understanding, a little more detailed, a little bit more fundamentally savvy when it comes to release technique, route running, influencing his routes, break points, body, all that stuff. He's just a little more confident in everything that he's doing. He was a guy, I didn't think he had a good first day, and I let him know, and he's been great. He's been great since then. It's a good group. That as a group, the receiver group as a whole, especially those first 6 guys, I've been really pleased with them.
How about CD?
Outstanding. I mean, we were talking about him last night. I mean, he's made some real quarterback plays these last couple practices that where he's making the plays. Like there's a difference in like plays that are there, like, and then there's like plays that you make, and he's making some plays for us. He's been really good. Just need him to keep coming and just minimize the bad plays.
Nick Eason was saying that Vic Burley had his best offseason. What have you seen from him and some of the other backup defense?
I've seen a reflection of his best offseason. Steady, very consistent. He's playing physical. I mean, he just looks like he's gotten serious about being a great football player. He's more confident. His body language, his demeanor, everything is different about Murray. And he's a load, man. He's a load.
We spoke with Demonte Capehart yesterday, and he said Amari Adams is just like him, but more athletic. Have you kind of seen that kind of?
Cape said that?
Yeah.
Wow. So when we take him out on third down, he better not be pounding. I mean, Amari's special. I mean, we talked about him in the spring. I mean, he's just one of them guys that shows up. I mean, he's special talent, special player, special motor, special leader. He's smart. I mean, he's not normal. He's one of those guys that creates problems for other players. A guy like Trevor shows up, creates problems for a guy like Klubnik, right? Although Klubnik could end up and get right where Trevor is, but all of a sudden you think that's normal. That's not normal. Sammy Watkins isn't normal. C.J. Spiller's not normal. That's not normal. Blake Miller's not normal. You just show up and start day one as an offensive tackle. Christian Wilkins is not normal. And unfortunately sometimes those guys can skew, and create criticisms and things like that. Amari's in that group. He's just not a normal freshman. He's a really, really talented young player.
You talked about Adam, but obviously we think receiver, fast, big body, but short yardage, like what have you seen yet him be able to make
Who's that?
Adam Randall, in terms of short yardage runs. How confident are you in him being that type of
I'm confident in Adam doing anything. I mean, he's 237 pounds. He can do anything. I have no limitations on Adam Randall. He can do anything. He's a complete player.
You mentioned one of the things you wanted K Klubnik to kind of work on is his situational awareness. I guess have kind of seen that progress so far this preseason.
He's been good. I mean, we're just getting into a lot of that stuff, but I mean, he did a lot of study in the off season, a lot of preparation, and a lot of just mental prep and growth and things like that, and putting himself through some stuff from film study wise. But I mean, Cade's been. Cade is a gym rat. He loves it. He shows up every day. He's the same guy every day. And I rarely get to yell at him. I did get a chance today, and I take every chance I get to yell at him. And he gave me one opportunity today, but it's rare. It's rare. He truly is the same guy every day. And he just has this energy, doesn't matter. I mean, he loves it. So guys like that just keep getting better.
With Gideon, what have you seen just as far as the stuff without the ball?
Yeah, he's got work to do. I mean, he's a natural football player. You know, I mean, he's just one of them guys that, you know, you get when he's got the ball in his hands, you go, whoa, okay, yeah, you love that. I mean, he's just a natural. He's gonna be special. You know, he's not a normal freshman. You know, but he's playing a position where you got your quarterback. I mean, he's the you know, Secret Service, right? Like, I mean, you got to protect your quarterback. So he's still developing at this level. You know, I mean, he's as far as physically and knowledge. I mean, he's getting it. But now the physical part of doing it, he's just continuing to grow. I mean, he's getting better, but it's a natural. I mean, we got some guys in this group. You know, Braden, Easton, Maury, Gid, Logan Brooking. Even though you know Logan is got some veteran guy, but Logan Brooking, I'm telling you, Logan Brooking, that dude is special. He's a special talent. So that whole little freshman group, I mean, it's a really good group of guys in here. You know, I think we hit on those guys at all positions. You know, again, some are going to be ready, some we got to put in the crock pot a little bit. But you know, Gid's just a natural guy, and Easy E has really taken a huge step forward. He's going to be fun to watch.
Coach, at Derby and in full pads all in one day, did you see the energy kind of flip a little bit today?
Good or bad?
Good.
Not really. I mean, I think they've had great energy every day. I really do. I mean, I wish I could. I mean, this time last year, you know, I couldn't say that. I think we'd had a couple of days where, you know, I had to set the tone, and I haven't had to do that. I have not had to do that. These guys have had good energy every day so far, you know, as a team. So, again, they've just been kind of business-like, just doing the work.
With Easy E, can you maybe elaborate on how he's taken such a big step?
He's just confident. I mean, he's just a confident kid. I mean, that's what, you know, a year in the system will do for you. He's a brick house. He's big, he's strong, he's physical. He's just much more confident with the playbook. And so he's just playing so fast. And he's making plays in the passing game. And he just looks like a confident football player out there, as opposed to a guy that's hesitant and not sure. And that's who he was last year, as a true freshman walking in here. So, you know, it's just getting a lot more reps, and that's really helped. But spring, and everything's been great for him to this point. He is a big, strong, violent runner, and he's just gotta, you know, continue to stack the days. And if he does that, y'all will see. You'll see.
What have you seen at punter thus far?
Good competition. It's been good. You know, mostly Jack and McCoon and Robert. That's been really the three guys, but good competition. Not ready to say who the starter is. I think we got a little ways to go, but I think they're all competing. They've all done some good stuff, and you know, Robert has kind of transitioned a little bit to that. And I mean, his bad kicks are, they're still hit. I mean, he's just got a lot of natural pop, but it's good competition.
What do you have planned for your outing tomorrow? Frankie's Fun Park, Lake?
No, we're going to the lake. Yeah, we're gonna go to the lake, and you know, just spend a day together as a team for about 3 hours, and we'll come back and have dinner and have meetings tomorrow night, have meetings in the morning, and then come back tomorrow night, and really a good kind of catch-up day with all that's happening. And then we'll go into a flip the camp to the morning on Friday, and again have a true double day. We'll practice Friday morning, then we'll go into the Valley Friday night, and that'll be the first time they'll go to the stadium. And then, you know, have a lot of people here on Saturday, which will be great. We got a bunch of former players coming. I'm sure we'll have a lot of families here, and that's always great because it just gives you a little bit of a, you know, feel of a game day, if you will. And anxious to see some of these guys, you know, perform. Again, getting back to live football, today was the first day, and it looked like it. You know, they haven't tackled since the spring. You know, a couple of opportunities in the spring, and I thought today you could tell. You know, it was always a little bit. That's why, you know, today was just limited reps live, but good to go ahead and introduce them that to a little bit, just so they can kind of feel it, and then you know, have a little visual for it, getting ready for Saturday.
ESPN did a feature on y'all. You were quoted saying you think Clemson can be the first 16-0 team. I'm sure you're not surprised that comment's drawn a little attention.
That was actually sent to me today, and that's the most clickbait bullcrap I've ever seen in my life. I mean, talk about taking something out of context. I have no idea who wrote it, but you know, it's just the way it goes. That's so out of context.
So not
I've
a prediction for this
I've
year.
never said this team is going. I've said we were the first 15-0 team, and I believe we can go be the first 16-0 team. Like, why not? Like, let's go do it. And I said it's a race to do that. And boy, somebody writes some jacked up clickbait article.
I should clarify too. You were sent an aggregator talking.
Yeah,
about,
it was
not
presented
the original
correctly.
article.
Yeah, it was
What's
presented
that?
correctly.
You were not sent the original article. You were sent the aggregator taking that.
What's an aggregator? What's
We
that?
did not speak to that person. That person found that quote and then wrote it.
Oh yeah, no, just
Yeah.
a friend
Yeah.
sent me this article because I showed it to him. I said, "What is this?" Because my friend's like, "Who wrote this? I hope you never interview with this guy. Who is this guy? This is," and I don't even know what he's talking about. And I was doing an interview actually with Eric McLean, and I just looked at my text message and I was like, you know, I'm like, what is it? What is this article? And then he was telling me about it. I don't know what an aggregator is, but whatever. But yeah, I mean, come on.
It's akin to an aggravator.
Can we just like get something accurate? And yeah, I do believe we can be the first 16-0 team ever. We were the first 15-0 team, so why would I not believe that? I never said this team's going 16-0 like some jackleg tries to write to create some article and followers on his Twitter account or whatever.
That's how I read it. I was just thinking,
Thank
not a
you.
direct.
That's how you read it?
Yeah, not a
Okay.
direct this year, just generally speaking.
Yeah, why not? Why would I not believe that? Why would I not believe that? I think we were the first 15-0 team.
Yeah.
First one. And it's been done now. You know, somebody's got to be the first, so why not us? Why not? Like, why not? Somebody's going to do it. So it's a race to do it. I believe we can do it. I don't know if this team will do it. Well, ask me in January. We'll find out. But somebody's going to do it. So why not?
Wade actually was telling us that he kind of was tired of hearing about how great Trevor Lawrence and Christian Wilkins and all these other players were, and he wants that taken off the wall. He wants to see his guys up there. Like, do you like
Earn it.
Yeah.
Go earn it. Them guys will all come back. They'll help them pack them up. They'll go put them in their house, take them picks and put them in their house. Nobody be happier than them guys. I love that mindset though. I love his mindset. I love that. I love that that's how he thinks. But hey, go earn it. Hey, we had Marvin Lewis came in here and spoke to the team. You know who he talked about? He talked about them dudes with special traits. Ray Lewis. You know, he talked about Greg Lloyd, Lon Kirkland. He talked about all these players that he had coached over the years that had special traits. So if you want to be in that group, well, go do it. Those are earned. That's earned. You want me to talk about you like I talk about Grady Jarrett? Go do it. I mean, I promise you, Ben Boulware, he'll be happy to take all them pictures down, but you got to earn it. Can't talk about it. Go do it. We're all pulling for you, and all them guys are too. They'd love it, nothing more. I love that mindset. I love that mentality, though.
Anybody else for Coach?
Talking to Lawson last night, said that the intensity that Tom Allen brought, it said the team really needed that. Just how has he continued to just instill that kind of stuff with his group?
Yeah, just he's same guy every day. Ton of energy. He can't ever speak. He got to have a microphone 24/7 because he just yells all the time, and he's just awesome. I mean, it's just been great. It's been great for the coaches. I mean, he's just about his business every day. He just brings it every single day, and it's been good. He demands it. So he's been said many times, he's been exactly what we needed.
Anyone else? All right, thank you,
And
guys.
Thanks, Coach.
You got another question? You got nothing? Other than the Orange Crush, you got nothing?
Unless you want one more.
You look good, man. Yeah, what's your question? Come on, man.
Well, I can give everybody one more.
I know, was I hard on y'all?
Maybe just a little bit.
Yeah,
But it's okay,
I've been
because-
told I was tougher on the Orange Crush than I am the football team. That's a rumor.
Yeah, but it's okay. Kathleen would come in and she would tell us. He means well, is what she would always
Yeah,
say.
he means well. What's
But
your
I was
question?
gonna say, how do you see Tyler Brown getting back in the mix? Kind of missed some
Okay.
time last year. I
Okay.
saw the wide receiver group take a big jump, right? So where do you see him now that he's back to full 100%? How do you see him
Man,
getting back in?
he's probably the happiest guy out there. I mean, he's having a ball. He is fast. He's powerful. He's 180 something pounds. He was rocked up, really strong runner. And I just think he gives us the opportunity to do a lot of things. You know, we can, move some guys around. We're at a time, we couldn't really do that last year, but now where TJ and Wesco are, we can cross train guys a little bit. We can put Antonio anywhere, and we can move, Wesco and TJ as well. But I mean, Tyler just, he just makes us. We got two waves of terror right now. That's how we want to go into this thing. Okay, and right now you take Antonio and here comes Tyler Brown. I mean, that's sign me up for that, or vice versa. You take Tyler Brown out, put Antonio, sign me up for that. He's just playing fast. He's just a really, really good football player, and I'm just happy to see him healthy. And he's gonna make a lot of plays for the Tigers this year. It's gonna be fun.
How about Cole Turner? Where's he at? I don't hear him.
Same thing. I mean, he's the best camp he's had. Y'all been around here a while. There's been a lot of camps. He's battled through a lot, injury-wise, and he's had a heck of a camp. He and Tyler Brown have been awesome. They have been awesome, both of them. So, I mean, it just got some guys that can run. And again, if we can just have a little bit of favor and keep those wheels out there healthy, that number 2 gonna find them. And they're making plays.
All right.
All right, Lando.